With a height of 2,550 meters, this snow-covered mountain is a major tourist attraction just 80 kilometers northwest of Portland, Oregon. Boasting a magnificent scenery of lush greenery and large piles of snow, it is a popular location for extreme snow sports, hiking, and other recreational activities. But what makes it an even more thrilling place to be at is the constant flowing magma underneath it. Here, two humongous tectonic plates are converging. Deep underground, pressure and friction melts the rocks. Magma wells up. When it reaches the surface, it bursts out. It is an active volcano waiting to erupt at any moment. This is Mount St. Helens. This 40,000-year-old volcano was first studied by Lord St. Helens in the late 18th century. It has continued rising until 1980, when a major eruption occurred. It is one of the many volcanoes in the Cascade Volcanic Arc that scientists worldwide have conducted studies on.
A volcano is basically a large mountain that contains molten rock, we call it lava, which erupts through the Earth's crust when there's movement of the tectonic plates on the crust. This movement can be formed in forms of earthquakes, after which usually the volcano will erupt. And after each eruption, there will be great destruction caused around the mountain, but usually people leave. And an eruption is when the lava inside the volcano bursts out, throwing ash particles, lots of ash particles into the air.
Since the plate boundary between the Juan de Fuca plate and North American plate is a convergent plate boundary, the two plates are constantly being squeezed together. The Juan de Fuca plate has a lower density than the North American plate, causing it to subduct underneath the denser plate. Lava forms and builds up underneath these plates. Eventually, the lava must be released. It bursts out through a huge explosion on Mount St. Helens.
I just felt an earthquake. Now we've got an eruption down here. Now we got a big slide coming off. The slide is coming off of the west slope. Now we got a whole great big eruption out of the crater. And we got another opened up on the west side. The whole west side, northwest side is sliced down. Alright, we got it, boys. The whole northwest section and north section blown up. Bryan is coming up over the ridge towards me. I'm going to back out of here.
18 May 1980, Mount St. Helens' most notorious eruption occurred. There were many signs indicating something major was about to happen, including the increasing number of earthquakes leading up to the devastating eruption. March 20th, 1980, the volcano showed the first signs of eruption. A 4.1 magnitude earthquake occurred beneath the mountain. This was the start of an eruptive phase. Soon after, swarms of earthquakes followed. Authorities warned lodgers and rangers in the forest to evacuate when the eruption of the mountain was confirmed. Some people didn't believe that the mountain was going to explode.
As far as we know, it's just a joke. Well, not really a joke, I guess, but it could last 100 years. We're going to stay till the rocks start falling, I guess.
May 18th, 1980, 8:32 a.m. It happened. First, the largest landslide ever recorded occurred. Mount St. Helens erupted with a huge pyroclastic flow. Black clouds of smoke consisting of ashes and gases engulfed the surrounding area. 57 people were killed. Hundreds of square kilometers were reduced to wasteland. Over $2.74 billion were lost. In addition to killing thousands of more Americans, the eruption left Mount St. Helens with a crater on its north side. The site has been preserved ever since the eruption as the Mount St. Helens National Volcanic Monument. Memorials have been built for the lost lives. There are now 5 visitor centers located all around the area. Thousands of people come to see the spectacular recovery from barren land to lush greenery every day. Currently, there are still many towns surrounding this active volcano. With a total population of more than 13,907, Kelso, Lexington, and Castle Rock are 3 of the closest towns to Mount St. Helens. If the volcano were to erupt, these 3 towns would suffer the most. One of the biggest dangers is caused by the debris falling from avalanches on Mount St. Helens. The debris falls into the Toutle, Cowlitz, and Columbia rivers, causing flooding concerns for the residents in those areas. However, the citizens continue to live there despite the dangers. Some say that the cost of moving is too high, while others just want to enjoy the scenery. Some even describe the mountain as a heaven for snow sports and recreational activities. Ever since the 1980 eruption, efforts have been made to counter the dangers faced by the citizens. In 1985, the US Army Corps engineers completed the Spirit Lake Tunnel, which stabilized the water levels in the lake. In 1989, a 572 meters long and a 56 meters high earthen dam, known as the Sediment Retention Structure, was built to prevent sediment from rushing down the Toutle River. 30 years since the eruption, flooding concerns are still faced by the residents of Castle Rock, Kelso, and Lexington. One strategy of the US Army Corps is to test smaller and more versatile sediment management structures, also known as grade building structures, in the North Fork Toutle River. These recent studies were a success. Over the past year, the sediment management structures were able to trap nearly 1 million cubic yards of sediment washing off Mount St. Helens. However, these strategies have their limitations. As an increasing amount of sediment gets trapped in the rivers, pollution is inevitable. Environmentalists are concerned that this may harm the population of fish in these rivers. Moreover, these structures are estimated to last for only a few more years. Citizens are concerned about their survival after these structures fall. Despite these concerns, the US Army Corps ensured that they are working on even more long-term sediment management structures.
Just because Mount St. Helens can erupt at any minute or time doesn't mean that people's lives will be at a standstill because of it. There's always volcanologists working on it. They'll receive data at any time that there's any volcanic activity there. So there's modern technology available. So most of the time people don't worry about it. And it's very reliable.